I have been going through all of the leaders for set 2. And I'll eventually be going through all of the set 1 leaders as well. And I'll compile a list of lists for every leader for going into set 2, including set 1 leaders. So we'll get that video out eventually, but today I just wanted to kind of go through a live deck build of one of them. Let's make a Jabba list. And there are some things that I got to consider. Okay, I just want to scroll through some cards before I decide which color I'm going to be in with. Ooh, I remember. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be yellow with Jabba because of Dryden Vos, right? Yeah, choose a captured card guarded by a unit you control. You may play it for free under your control. Now, what that will allow is for the Jabba leader to, well, spoilers, don't be looking over there. It will allow the Jabba deck on Jabba's flip, if you haven't seen here, has a when deployed another friendly unit. So Jabba can't do it, but on another friendly unit captures an enemy non-leader unit. And then Jabba deploys on 7. So then you play Dryden Vos right after that. The only trick to this is that you're going to need a unit in play already when you deploy Jabba. And that unit is going to need to be able to not instantly die, because then they'll just get the captured unit back. So we'll try to figure that out. This video is sponsored by Oasis Games. You can get all your TCG supplies, singles, and pre-orders at oasisgames.slc.com. They have an inclusive and welcoming Star Wars Unlimited community that meets on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Salt Lake City. Be sure to check out the event calendar and the links in the description and the pinned comment. And thanks Oasis Games for sponsoring this video. For now, yeah, we'll get this yellow base in. And then I like to go straight to Shadows of the Galaxy first. And then I like to go to not the ground in space first when I'm looking through some stuff. I don't think I'm going to be wanting really any bounties. There's a bounty. This is almost like a Cobb Vanth as well, right? But in bounty form. The Bounty Hunter's Quarry. There's a possibility we do price. Yeah. Price on our head, on your head. Yeah. It's a bounty. Jabba's also got a leader ability, making things have a bounty. And Frozen Carbonite is pretty sick as well. I'm just going to click it just because I want to see. I'll put it in the side or something. I just want to be reminded of this card. Unrefusable offer. Play this unit for free under your control. It enters player ready at the start of the regroup phase. Defeat it. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Legal authority captures as well. An attached unit captures an enemy non-leader unit with less power than it. So I wonder if this Jabba deck can be a capture deck. Maybe we need more combos of things to capture more things and defeat those captured things. So we'll click that. I don't think we're going to care about any of those other things. All right, let's look at the events that we have here. Choose sides. That's unlikely. Palpatine's return. I mean, I don't think we don't have any discard stuff. We probably won't be playing that in this deck. Evacuate is not terrible with our Jabba being such a late deploy leader. Maybe we'll put a evacuate there. Triple dark raid, yeah. Get some vehicles. I don't know. It's such a good card. We're just gonna click one just so we can look at it, and then take captive the generic. A friendly unit captures an enemy non-leader unit in the same arena. Yeah, I feel like if we're doing this, we're gonna need some like draw stuff, because we're gonna need to probably play the altering the deal card, which discards a captured card guarded by a friendly unit. So, yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. Let's see. Thailand Intervention is pretty good. But man, we are not going to have, if we're playing so many cards like this, we're not going to have any card advantage. We'll have very little cards in our hand. The Relentless Pursuit, this is yeah, green yellow capture might be insane. Yeah, Relentless Pursuit is going to be able to, yeah, we have to do this. Relentless Pursuit, we're going to build into this. Choose a friendly unit. It captures an enemy non-leader unit that costs the same or less than it. If the friendly unit is a bounty hunter, it gets a shield token. So we're going to have to think about that. That's pretty, yeah, that's pretty solid. I do like Relentless Pursuit. I'll click Take Captive as well. I can't imagine we're actually going to be able to play that card. But it's fun and new, so we'll look at it. All right, ground units. I'm already scrolling all the way down to Dryden Vos. And I think we do play 3. We're going to try to place a lot of capture things, I think. And then here's where, do we play Fennec or Maul, or do we play both? I think we're going to have a lot of Underworld stuff, so we could probably play Maul. And then Maul's like guaranteed to just kill stuff. Yeah, I think Maul is going to be really good here. I don't know. I think the Rancor is... One thing you can do when you look at card games is I do think that most of the time the developers do kind of know what they're doing, and there are some hints that you can find. A lot of the times when I'm trying to build some new decks or I'm looking at a new set of cards, especially once we've got all the cards out, which we technically do now. They're not all on SWDB yet, but we've seen them all. You want to try to see what the developer had in mind sometimes. Even though most of the times the most broken, insanely powerful stuff is stuff that the developers didn't foresee. A lot of the times they developed a lot of things intentionally, and I do see that a lot in Fantasy Flight games where there seems to be a lot of intentional choices made around like the card's rarity. You know, a lot of the times how it could line up with other plays or leaders or events. And I mean, I think the Rancor is cool. It's definitely not terrible. You could do some combos to make it come out many turns early, and it's 9 power, but even if you're playing this on like the 6 resource turn or sooner, it still almost doesn't do anything that turn. It might be able to actually kill a ground unit with its when played, and it's also on attack too, so I mean it's possible. It's probably illegal just for fun to not put Jabba's Rancor in here, just one. So we'll put one in here for fun. But I do think what I was gonna say is like you'll see it's an uncommon, right? It's an uncommon. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think it's intended to be like super omega insane. So we'll see. Ooh, every time I see Enfys Nest, I just want to play this card so bad. Yeah, it's possible we get to play Enfys Nest. We'll see. I really don't think this Kragan Gore is playable, really, but an interesting thing is that it says when an enemy unit attacks your base, you can give a shield token to a friendly unit in the same arena as the attacker, and that could set up a good capture, right? They attack your base with something, you can give one of your units a shield, and then you can have that shielded unit capture something now. That could be possible. The unfortunate thing is that Kragan Gore is not a bounty hunter. If he was, that would be so good because you wouldn't need any other units on the board with Kragan, because he could just be the only one. They attack your base with a ground unit, give a shield to him, and then you can play Relentless Pursuit and then capture or something, and then he's shielded. You didn't need other units. Toro Calican, it's just budget Boba Fett. Pretty solid. Every time I see this card, I just think, yeah, I want it in my deck. Its effect is pretty crazy. This is one thing where I'm like, whoa, yeah, they made this an uncommon. That's it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Forlom is pretty insane. It's a ambush 4/4/4. could be viable. This chain code collector might actually be insane in here too, because it says if the defender has a bounty, it gets -4 for this attack. And Jabba's leader ability gives a unit a bounty. Or not, I mean, Jabba's, leader side, gives a unit a bounty. So you might actually be able to play the chain code collector. That's crazy. All right. Tobias, I don't think we're going to be able to fit Tobias in here. Very cool card, though. Discerning Veteran. This unit captures an enemy non-leader ground unit. Yeah. This card is cool. Multiple things. It's a bounty hunter. It'll work with some of our other synergies. And it just is the unit and the capture at the same time. We might be able to get it in there. Effent Mon on attack. Choose an enemy non-leader unit that attacked your base this phase. A friendly unit in the same arena captures that unit. This is similar to Discerning Veteran, but it's on attack, and it can only capture units that attacked your base. Discerning Veteran is just going to be a lot better. Even though Discerning Veteran has, what is that? 1 less power, 2 less health. It's the same cost, and it's going to do it instantly. So, yeah, we're not going to fit that one in there. I don't know about Zuckus. I don't think there's what you guys are going to find when you start deck building is there's actually a lot of exciting stuff. And then there's also good stuff from last set, Spark of Rebellion, and you're just going to be like, how do I fit all of this in here? This is interesting. Reputable Hunter. If an enemy unit has a bounty, this unit costs 1 less to play. Guess what? Turn 1, Jabba effect, put a bounty on the enemy unit, and then play Reputable Hunter for 2 on turn 1. I think this is an automatic 3 of in Jabba. Yeah, that's really cool. Here's another one. Hunter the Axiom Brood. While an enemy unit has a bounty, this unit gains shielded. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I love that. Yeah, and then, oh, yes, and we're green, so we get to play Cobb Vanth. Oh my gosh, I don't know how we're going to fit this. All the cards that I'm looking to play, I don't know how we're going to fit them all. We'll see what we can do. Fugitive Wookiee, I don't know about that. Dr. Evans, I don't know. It's not terrible. If we wanted to do some clunky things, I don't know. It seems a little too scary. I don't know. It's a great card. It's probably insane. But I think what I'm going to do is I'll play Cloud Rider. Cloud Rider's truly insane with no real downside. Doogie Fit Salacious Crumb. When played, heal a damage from your base. Return this to its owner's hand. Deal a damage to a ground unit. Sure. You can also search it off of Cobb Vanth. So, I don't know. These other things, I don't think that they're gonna make it in here. Bounty Guild Initiate is a really cool card in my mind. You have to control a bounty hunter unit and you get to deal 2 damage, and the Bounty Guild Initiate is a body, and it has a solid combo with Toro, because you play Toro, you get to attack. He's a bounty hunter. You play Bounty Guild Initiate. But when played, you have a bounty hunter unit. You get to deal 2 damage to a ground unit, and then you deal 1 damage to the Bounty Guild Initiate to ready Toro up again. Seems pretty neat. Yeah, and then with Jabba's effect saying the next unit you play this phase costs 1 less. I wonder if that's really kind of their design intention, is to allow you to just sneak in Salacious Crumbs for free every turn. Like, if it's really just to kind of do that. Because, like, you put a bounty on something for free, and then you ambush in with a unit, defeat the unit, and then the next unit you could play costs 1 this phase, but you just spent a bunch of resources, so what really are you gonna get to play for free? And it's like, I guess maybe a Salacious Crumb. Yeah, maybe. We're not even in the spaceships yet. Let's go check out space. Space, space, space. All right, we've got a smuggle spaceship here. Mercenary gunship, which is solid. Outland TIE Vanguard can give something an experience. Black Sun Starfighter as Sentinel. Lurking TIE Phantom's kind of neat. Just for, I mean, we'll just click it and then we'll maybe put it in the side just to be reminding us, hey, maybe some of these will be in the side for blue control stuff. What can we really do here? Xanadu Blood returns a underworld unit of ours to our hand to exhaust our unit or resource. I don't know. Anna's Raid 2. It's not terrible for sure. And we probably want some spaceships. We probably have some underworld units. Yeah, Salacious Crumb. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't think really hardly anything else is great. Yeah, I don't know about the Outlaw. Corona, no way, dude. There's some good set 1 stuff that we'll get to, though. So maybe we'll go check some set 1 stuff out. All right. Yeah, that's what we got here. All right, let's go to set 1. And we'll just start out in space and put some 7th Fleet Defenders in here. I'm pretty sure those are going to make it in. Strafing gunship. Is it your time, gunship? I don't know. I don't think so. Relentless is always really, really good. And we're getting up there in resources. We're probably going to be having to do some ramp stuff too. So I think we're gonna put a couple Relentless in here. And other than that, I really don't love a lot of this stuff. Do I really have to play Consortium Star Viper just because? No, 7th Fleet's fine. We could maybe play some frontline shuttles just to be able to receive them from a Cobb Vanth defeat. We get to play the frontline shuttle for free, and then we have the frontline shuttle use the action to defeat itself to ready something we played that turn. Like a Rancor? Ugh. Interesting, interesting, interesting. We'll think about it. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. We might not need a bunch of space stuff. We'll see. Okay. I do enjoy Reinforcement Walker so much, so I'm probably gonna put 2 in here. I don't know how to not put Darth Vader in the deck, so probably still just putting Darth Vader. This deck is too crazy. There's a million good things. We'll think about it. I mean, Darth's probably making it in, right? Probably. Mercenary Company. Yeah, I don't know. No, I don't think Rook's gonna make it. We could play Bosk, maybe. I don't think there's gonna be much of a reason to get Jabbas. All of these events we've got so far are tactics except for altering the deal. I don't think we're gonna need Jabba unit. Yeah, we might. I don't think so. Don't need Grand Moff Tarkin. Do we need Gamorrean guards? Who knows? We'll click one, just maybe. And then Super Laser Technician it's possible, but I'm a little bit worried with Super Laser Tech because of the interaction people can have with Waylay and Traitorous and stuff. When we could be just playing the price on your head. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Probably. Emperor's Royal Guards if we have officials. Cobb Vanth is an official. Just in case y'all were wondering. Cobb Vanth is an official. I don't think we're gonna make it in there with the Imperial Guard. No. Yeah. Cell block, no. Boba Fett's most certainly probably making it there. It's a bounty hunter. I mean, Toro's making it in there, right? So Boba's gonna make it in there. Where did you go? Up there. Holy smokes. We have so many 3-cost cards. Oh boy. Seasoned Shore Trooper. Like, is that even possible for us to have room to put that in there? Maybe. Maybe we need healing like that bad. And there's no way this card. Oh my gosh, we have 64 cards in the deck right now. Okay. I love Colonel Yularen so much though. Bib is cool too. Play an event from your hand. It costs 1 less. I wish Bib was an official. I really wish. Oh boy, Greedo. I mean, we need turn 1 plays still. Sucks that he basically can die to Bosk and Cad Bane, just inherently. The leaders, that is. Admiral Piet. We can do the dream. Admiral Piet can be brought from Darth Vader or Cobb Vanth. And then we can play some Rancor Reinforcement Walker shenanigans. I think I'm accidentally building 2 decks at the same time right now. I'm just gonna click some of these classics. I don't know. Viper Probe Droid's gonna make it. But you know, yeah, Bib is not a classic. Yeah. These have to be like a pretty unit heavy decks, right? We don't get to play that many events because like Jabba's thing is about your next unit costing 1 less. And then on the leader side, 2 less. So you want to be playing bigger units. You want to be playing like 2 units a turn. It's going to be very difficult. All right, so first thing we're going to do in the events section is put resupply from set 1 and overwhelming barrage. That's kind of no surprise. I don't think we'll be playing Change of Heart or Galactic Ambition. We don't need Strike True. We're doing actual capture things, I think. Don't need Surprise Strike. Sneak Attack, though. Interesting. Let's put together a situation right now of like, what do we do? What's the craziest thing we can do? Okay, so let's say we have a unit on board already. We have Jabba leader side give a unit a bounty that makes something cost 1 less. Then we flip Jabba. Jabba has our other unit capture a different unit our opponent has. And then we have Jabba action, give another bounty to that same unit. But this one now, it's the next one costs 2 less. Then our unit that's standing up attacks, kills that. This is on turn or resource 7. The next unit we play costs 3 less. And then we play sneak attack, which makes the next unit we play cost 3 less as well. But it costs 2. So we have 7 resources. Pay 2 for sneak attack. And then now we can play something that will cost 6 less than it normally costs. And it is readied. So we have 5 resources and it'll cost 6 less. So we could literally play the finalizer. Not that we should. And it would be readied. When played, choose any number of friendly units. Each of those units captures an enemy non-leader unit in the same arena. And it's readied. And then you can hit the base for 11. And then it'll die. And then whatever it captured will come back out, which is unfortunate. But that's kind of silly. Now let's get back to the real world. Yeah, I don't think that there's, I don't think we're going to be needing sneak attack. Oh, we got to get back to Spark of Rebellion events. No Good to Me Dead. I think you kind of have to play that. Prepare for Takeoff. If we were playing vehicles, we have a couple, but that's it. Emperor's Legion. Waylay. I don't think we play Waylay in this deck because we're trying to capture. We're very much doing capturing things. And man, just a reminder, yeah, Relentless Pursuit gives our bounty hunter a shield token. So we really do want to be making sure we're having some bounty hunters. Which is absolutely going to be Bosk. Probably Bosk and Discerning Veteran. Going to be some of the main ones. Chain Code Collector. This is not going to be... This is not going to be good enough. There's 77 cards. Holy... Oh my gosh. 77 cards. Yeah, there's too many things. We only have 50 ground units. That's it. We'll just make the deck ground units. We're good to go, yeah? I'm just going to save these changes right here. Now we go into trim down mode. We need to get the events and upgrades section to like a total of 15-ish, something like that. We probably don't get to play Frozen in Carbonite. We probably do want to ramp. But we're going to need 3 cost removal. Which, it might be slightly slower. Because what we could do, price on your head, turn 1. And then turn 2, we can play one of our bounty hunters. Such as... we can play Reputable Hunter on turn 1. And then turn 2, we could play Hunter of the Haxian Brood. And we might even be able to just have the Reputable Hunter on the next turn. Jabba gives the effect for this phase. The next, yeah. Yeah, because it only gains the bounty for the phase. So you'd have to give the bounty again with Jabba. Actually first, yeah. And then you could play, you could actually have the Reputable Hunter attack in, and then you could play a 4 cost on 3. So it really does seem like the goal, your dream is really opening up the reputable hunter. Because it won't die to like anything from turn 1. And then on turn 2, you give that thing a bounty. Reputable hunter attacks in, lets you play a 4 power or a 4 cost unit that turn. It's an interesting puzzle to try to solve what this deck is supposed to be. And this video is going to be so long. Only the most legendary human beings are going to be listening to it the whole way through. I don't think we play the Dark Trooper. I really don't know. I don't think we ramp. I think our ramp is just playing units. So we're not gonna play Super Laser Technician. I really don't think. We'll play Resupply and we'll play the price on your head. But other than that, I think we are. I mean, it's still 2 things of ramp. But I just don't think we need Super Laser Technician. It's too tight. And then we can play Illegal Authority, I think. Yeah. That's not too bad. Yeah, I think we'll do that because we want to be able to play the thing that we capture with Dryden Vos. We have to remember focus. We got to get back to the goal of Dryden Vos. There's no shot triple Dark Raid gets in here. It's going to 0. Take captive is possible, but I think we might have enough without it. I don't think we need take captive. Relentless Pursuit and then some of the units we have are going to be good enough, I think. Altering the Dill is pretty interesting. If we were able to play more tricks, it would be cool to have Jabba in here to be able to search for Altering the Dill. I don't know if we're going to need to play Evacuate. There is totally a chance that we do. It has anti-synergy with us in some way because if we have anything captured, when Evacuate goes off, it will return the captured units to our opponent's board after we cleared the board. So they'll still have stuff on the board. So I don't think we actually get to play Evacuate either. We're getting there. Look at us. We're down to 18 events and upgrades. Maybe just 2 legal authorities. And jeez, it's so hard. Overwhelming Barrage is so good. I think we just have to keep what we've got here. And I think I am going to keep Altering the Deal in there. It's 17 non-unit cards, but I'm just going to keep it. 9 ships. Do we have room for Xanadu Blood? Let's see. Relentless Pursuit says it captures an enemy non-leader unit that costs the same or less. So it can capture a spaceship. So we do have some, Bosk is a bigger bounty hunter, costs 5. We can get a big ship. We can't get, most importantly, we cannot get a fire spray with it. Do we keep the Xanadu Blood? Sure, we'll keep 2 of it in there. The Lurking TIE Phantom we'll just put in the side. And the Frontline Shuttle is funny. I really don't know. Defeat it. And then one of our units can attack. I don't know. I think I'll put it at 2 and we'll see if we can try it out. See if we can trim this list enough. We have 1 million cards in here. We're down to 72. All right. Jabba's Rancor, if you control Jabba the Hutt, it's 1 less. So it costs 7. And it does 3 damage to a ground unit. Ah, man, I don't know how to not have Reinforcement Walker in my deck. Oh. When played on attack. Yeah. I think I have to not care about the Rancor, unfortunately. And then the Maul versus Darth Vader versus Dryden Vos is really crazy here. I feel like I'm not supposed to play Maul if I'm playing Dryden Vos. But maybe I'm not supposed to play 3 Dryden Vos. I really am just supposed to play 2. Because when do you ever play a second Dryden Vos? He's a unique. He's shielded with 7 HP. We're going to split it right down the middle here. We'll do 2 Darth Vader, 2 Dryden Vos, 2 Maul. You're going to find in a lot of my lists that I'm building here, these theory crafted lists, we end up putting 2 of a lot of things because we're not sure yet what the absolute best is. And we're trying, but we don't want to play 1 because you put 1 in your deck and in testing, you don't really see it very often. So it's hard to figure out if it was good or not. I don't know if we're going to get the time to play Enfys Nest with some of the stuff we're trying to do. I think we really are just trying to capture and then play their stuff or defeat it. So I think Enfys is a little bit expensive. Maybe we don't get to play Enfys Nest. I think we have to play 3 Bosks because he's a bounty hunter. And we'll probably only play 2 Discerning Veterans. Gamorrean Guards, Chain Code Collector. What are we thinking? I think I'd do like 2 Chain Codes because they can basically kill a unit and not die. And then the next unit we play is free, which is probably Salacious. So we probably do play 3 Salacious Crumbs just to get it. And heals the damage to our base. And then our opponent would have to take the time to kill Salacious. Which would be really funny. Yeah, I think we play it. Now, the other thing is, are we going to have enough 3-cost villainy units? Yeah, I think we do. With Boba, Hunter of the Haxion Brood, and then Toro, as well as 7th Fleet Defenders, I think Vader's going to be just fine in here. Forlom is crazy. Maybe we only get to... No. I need to try the Chain Code Collector out, so I think we got to keep it in there. Maybe we don't get to use Gamorrean Guards, even though, I mean, we'll just die to aggro, it's fine. Reputable Hunter is like a 2-cost, so we have to view this as a 2-cost card. We're not doing Siege and Short Trooper. And then Colonel Yulorn probably would be in the side. Cobb Vanth is so crazy. We keep him forever. We didn't have any 2-cost ships, right? Oh, the Frontline Shuttle, that's right. I somehow need to remove like 15 ground units. 15 ground units have to go. Reinforcement Walker. And Maul. Yeah, unfortunate. I don't think I get to play Maul. I don't think I get to play Reinforcement Walker. But I really want to. I can't let it go. I can't let Reinforcement Walker go. And you know what, actually? As cool as Chain Code Collector is with this synergy, Forlom is just good all the time. Dang, do we really not get to use that? I don't think so. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we get to. Plus, yeah. Oh, I mean, he's a bounty hunter too. Unfortunately, the Reputable Hunter... You know what would be crazy is if Reputable Hunter started out as a 2-cost card, and then it said... And then it had the reverse text instead, and said, if none of your opponent's units have a bounty, this card costs 1 more. And, like, you cannot play this card if your opponent does not control a unit. So that, but I mean, that's a little bit more extreme, right? Then you'd like never get to play it against control. But then you could get it from Cobb Vanth, which would be so insane. Yeah, we can't play 3 Salacious. And can we play that many Greedos? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we have to play some number of 2 costs. I think the 2 costs are locked in. All right. Maybe we don't need 3 Hunter of the Axian Broods. I really think Toro, Cobb, and Boba Fett are all so good. See, this is the problem that I'm talking about, is there's so many good cards. It's like, what really are you supposed to do? How really are you supposed to build your deck? Do I just not play Toro? Or is it Hunter the Action Brood we don't get to play? I think we maybe, oh gosh, it's so weird. Do I really not get to play this? Frick. I don't know. We're going to start doing the 2. We're going to start just dropping everything down to 2. Oh, it's so hard. It's so difficult. Going back to the events, maybe we don't get to alter the deal. And it's just Dryden. Dryden's gonna do the things. Legal authority captures something. Maybe we just have to rely. It's just Relentless Pursuit. Yeah, maybe we don't do this. Because legal authority, like when it's defeated, it won't return the captured unit. Like if they destroy the upgrade. So that's kind of interesting. I think we're gonna put legal authority to 0. It's really just gonna be a price on your head. Price on your head, no good to me, dead. Relentless Pursuit, resupply, overwhelming barrage. We still have to cut 8 units. I guess no relentlesses. No relentless. It's so hard. I don't even know what to do. All these cards are good. What are we doing? Osk to 2? We're gonna have to put everybody to 2. Because we don't know what we're doing. Because, like, I don't know what it's trying to be. It wants to be, like, it wants to be a mid-range deck, I think, with the bounty discounts. This is really difficult. Do we just not play Discerning Veteran either? We just actually don't get to? Or maybe it's Xanadu Blood we don't get to play. Yeah, I don't think we get... We're just not going to play spaceships, I guess. We'll just overwhelming barrage them or capture them with Relentless Pursuit. Three more cards I have to cut. Oh, I feel like these top ones are like locked in, right? Jeez, we do have a million 3-cost plays. It really must be that we don't get to play Hunter the Axian Brood. As cool as that shield is, the Relentless Pursuit is going to give us a shield anyways. I think that's going to be how that works. And we got to cut one more card now. Yeah. I really don't know. A 7th fleet? Am I really going to just cut a 7th fleet now? I feel like I have to cut a ground unit. You guys, we're almost there. One card. One card. We can do it. Is it going to be frontline shuttle? Oh, then we're never going to know. We don't want to go to one-ofs for this test. We don't want to go for the one-ofs. Oh, I think... we need the 7th Fleet Defender if we're like having to place a bounty on a spaceship, though, you know? And Discerning Veteran can only capture ground units. Yeah. I don't know. Is it really just that? I think it's gonna be Discerning Veteran. Discerning Veteran, unfortunately, had to go to a one of. Everything else was kind of locked in there for this test. Okay. We're gonna call this Yellow Jabba. Very that's 2 B's. Apologies, Jabba. We'll hit the save down here. Wow, this took 100 years. But you get to see some of the thought process of trying to figure out the deck, right? So we'll look at the image together and get ready, get your screenshots ready. You're not going to need to see any of these cards over here. These are just, the bottom left is just not an actual sideboard, just other cards we were thinking about, right? And the list is way bigger than that, actually. So, Yellow Jabba. What Jabba is trying to do is have you play units for cheaper, and it's doing that by giving your enemy units bounty, but you need to interact with those, and waylay doesn't count, so you have to capture them, or you have to defeat them with your events or units. Now in here we don't have a bunch of events. We've mostly got Overwhelming Barrage and Relentless Pursuit that are going to be able to take our opponent's units. Relentless Pursuit allows us to capture a non-leader unit that costs the same or less than it. If the friendly unit is a bounty hunter, it gets a shield. That should allow us to use Dryden Vos to play that unit for free. What's really insane about this combo is that Relentless Pursuit doesn't care what arena it's in. It just has to cost the same as or less than. And it can be anything. So we can do that with one of our bigger units if we really want to. If we want to capture a 7 cost or an 8 cost, we can put them on Reinforcement Walker Invaders, sure. But if it's a bounty hunter, like Bosk, it'll get a shield. So it's a little interesting. I think you'd ultimately probably just, if you're trying to do something like this, you probably actually still just want to play Palpatine, realistically. Like, Palpatine is a stronger unit. It's a 4/10 instead of a 2/12. And Palpatine lets you like just straight up on deploy, just not just captures, but like becomes under your control an enemy unit. And there's no it has to be damaged, and Palpatine's other side synergizes with it as you know. Whereas Jabba, you're having to really work really hard to try to do some stuff with that. But I think the intention of the capture mechanic is for it to not be like a full elimination type of thing. It is trying to have you do tempo-y things, which is a little bit why I think Dryden Vos is trying to be the finisher of that. Where like you've captured a card and then now Dryden's like, and now just play it for free. Like now it's played. Now if your other unit dies, that's fine. You actually played it. And Dryden's stats is not too bad either. Got some nice Vader stats there and is shielded. The interesting thing that is possible is you could do some interesting stuff, such as like Discerning Veteran could capture a gigantic ground unit because it doesn't have any other stipulations. It just says ground unit that's not a leader. And then you could play Dryden Vos the next turn. That could be crazy. I do think, though, probably in order to make the playing the units that you've captured a thing, is you probably will need Sentinels, which we did not put them in this deck. We did not put Sentinels. We played ambush things because ambush is better against aggros because you can aggro decks because you can kill the unit and then your unit stays alive and it happens immediately. Instead of playing a Sentinel that says, I hope my opponent interacts with this Sentinel. So I don't know. And I think, I think Jabba's trying to end the game much faster actually than Palpatine is too. You're trying to capture some units early with some bounty hunters, get some attacks in, and then Jabba deploys on 7 instead of 8 like Palpatine, and then Jabba probably seals the deal. Really tries to seal the deal right there because it like one of your units captures another thing that your opponent has. I mean, he himself is only 2 power, so I don't know. Whew. Anyways, yeah, here's the list again. If anybody listened all the way to this video, all the way to the end of this video, you're crazy. I can't even believe that this video is so long. Leave a comment that says 50 plus, because for how many minutes this this video is more than 50 minutes long. Yeah, let me know what you think. If you have some better ideas for some units that would go in this deck, or how you'd switch it up. You know, maybe I'm too high on the reputable hunter with the Jabba bounty discount. Maybe I'm too high on Cobb Vanth. I don't think I am though. Maybe we don't need the ramp and we just want actually Gamorrean guards. Maybe we just get rid of price on your head and just play Gamorrean guards. You know, that's not a terrible idea. The frontline shuttle is probably a joke too, but you know, who knows? Maybe maybe Cobb Vanth brings it out and something cool happens. But that's it. That's what I have for you today. Thanks for spending some time here. Thanks for spending some time here. Sorry, I said that too fast. All right, goodbye.